Hello everyone, Randy here again. We're playing Farming Simulator 15 on Pleasant Valley Rivers on the RDAllen multiplayer server. Just myself on here at the moment, and we are continuing to work on the factories. Let's just tab over there a moment and check what they all need. So we are up at, see, this one's the Kellogg's, which needs boards, steel, and drywall. We'll get to the drywall here in a moment, folks. Want to do some more talking about that one. And then at Heartland Bread here, looks like someone brought some boards and steel over here already. Plus it needs drywall as well. Looks like it's 200,000 of everything. And then if we go over to the factories we've been working on for a while. Doesn't look like I have any vehicle up by Frito-Lay, but anyway. We are still trying to make drywall for Frito-Lay and PepsiCo. This is PepsiCo here, by the way. Still trying to make drywall for those yet, folks. Looks like we need a little over 100,000 drywall here. And last time I checked, Frito-Lay needs, I think it was about 50,000. So about 150,000 drywall is needed yet, folks. Yeah, that's a lot of drywall. So far, we made about 250, apparently. Anyway, back to the truck here. Let's haul some boards, I guess, for starters. And it looks like we got quite a few boards in storage here. Plus, Cogent has 200,000 boards, which I believe are picked up. I believe it's that shed over there, if I remember correctly. So we'll start by grabbing them from here. And we want boards. The back one has paper. Okay. Did not realize that. That's fine. We'll definitely take the paper over to National Gypsum. That's good. We got 50,000 paper. It is definitely in need of paper, folks. Completely out of paper. Plus, we also need steel. Let's see. Steel is at... Oh, it needs coal. Okay. So let's see, I wonder what the best way to go here is. We might as well hit up Kellogg's or Heartland Bread here, then we'll head out to National Gypsum. Oh, it must not be quite full of paper, is it? Do we have any more paper? 2 set, yeah, hardly worth it. We'll skip that. I'm not going to bother filling up the last little bit there. We'll call that good. So yeah, folks, as far as the drywall is concerned, it is taking us forever to make the drywall on the server here. And I was doing some math last night, and I'm not sure if my numbers are right, so don't quote me on this, folks, but it looked like from 1 million wood chips, we're getting about 100,000 paper. And then from that 100,000 paper, we're getting about 25,000 drywall. So not very good numbers in my opinion. When you consider 1 million wood chips, basically converts into 25,000 drywall. Which is not much considering how much we need. If all the factories, the 4 that are being built anyway, need 200,000 each, that's 800,000 drywall that's needed. We currently have 250,000 drywall. We might as well say we're a good quarter of the way. And it's probably taken us... I'm thinking maybe 2 weeks to get this far, folks. I'm thinking. That's just my guess. I don't remember how long we've been working on drywall now. I know it's been a while. Actually, you know what? We can probably easier head to... Oh, I know. You know what I should have done, folks? Is I should have cut across by Lydia's farm shop there. I forgot there's that split in the ridge there. You can cut across there. I forgot about that. I should have done that. Oh, well. We'll head up to National Gypsum then instead. And then we'll head back. Ooh, jackknifer. Then we'll head back down to Heartland Bread or Kellogg's there. Yeah, folks, we were talking on the server there the last couple of nights. we're thinking we're probably better off just selling National Gypsum and buying the drywall, folks. Considering how long it has taken us to make the little bit of drywall we've made so far, we can probably cheaper off buy the drywall. Now, I don't remember what drywall costs. I guess we'll find out if we sell it. But like I said, we were talking, folks, and that is what we're thinking would be the best route. So consider this, folks. We got, said there was, what, 50,000 paper or so? Must be a little bit less. Must be 46,000. So we're probably going to get about 12,000 drywall from that. That's not much. That's not much at all, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't know, anybody else out there playing this map noticing that as well? Is drywall like ridiculously, take a ridiculous amount of time and work to produce? Okay, get the tip trigger there. There we go. Okay, so it should be happy for a bit. It's got 50,000, well, less than 50,000, I guess, 50,000 paper. And probably off screen, I'll bring a load of coal, or someone will probably bring a load of coal. Probably just use the ferry to do that. Ferry works great when you want to haul like 50,000 of something at a time. Oh, great. The crossing gates went up. Is it safe to go through? Yes, it is. Yeah, I had a bit of fun there last night on the server, folks. I was going through the train tracks there. And apparently my rear trailer must have got whacked. The next thing I know, I'm flopping all over the place. And by hit, I mean by a ghost train, a train you cannot see. Yeah, if folks ever play on a multiplayer server with a map that has a train on it, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about when I say ghost train. And yeah, as far as the drywall, folks, goes, we've been working on that pretty diligently, I would say. Almost every time there's somebody on the server, somebody's been working on drywall. And by the way, when I say working on drywall, I don't necessarily mean National Gypsum, but more like a Cogent, trying to keep Cogent going so we can keep National Gypsum supplied. National Gypsum produces the drywall quite quickly. That's not the issue. It's keeping National Gypsum supplied with paper. That's the issue. And it's primarily just the paper, too. We don't have much issue with the glue. We've got plenty of glue. Gypsum, for the most part, I have plenty of gypsum as well, and coal. I think that's still the coal I put in it from the very first time we started that, so it's definitely not going through very much coal. In fact, it's hardly going through any at all. And yeah, Crystal, yeah, it needed coal, so yeah, like I said, we'll probably do that off screen. And yeah, it's not like we're having trouble with any of the other products, folks. Boards, we got plenty of boards, as you probably saw. We got plenty of, well, got some steel. We just need to get some more coal over there. Then we'll have plenty of steel. And like I said, folks, I'm not 100% sure on my numbers there. Obviously, I'm not the only one on the server, so if somebody takes away a load of paper and I don't know it, that could throw my numbers off. But just from what I seen, folks, it looked like 1 million wood chips went down to 100,000 paper, 100,000 paper down to 25,000 drywall. So yeah, thinking about it, folks, I'm pretty sure we're going to end up selling National Gypsum so we can instead buy the drywall. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, there's pretty much two ways you can do it on this map. You can buy the factory and then supply it with the goods it needs to produce what it needs. Or you can buy the goods from the factory. So either way, whichever way you prefer doing it. So far, I would say we prefer to buy the factory and produce our own goods. Basically, when you produce them yourself, it's free. You don't have to pay nothing for it other than the materials you put in it. Let's see what's here. I know there's a couple places we don't own here yet. Actually, let's look at the map. It might say. No, it does not. Okay, let's look at this map. Black Cap Birdseed. We do not own that one. So if we go to Black Cap Birdseed here. Where's Black Cap Birdseed? Gotta be on here somewhere. There it is. So yeah, you can see it's got 200,000 birdseed there. Now, if you were to buy this, unfortunately, I don't think it retains this, by the way, when you buy it. So when you buy it, you don't like start with 200,000. So yeah, once you buy it, you will have to supply it with pallets, millet, sunflower, coal, and corn. Not actually too bad, really, if you ask me, supplying it with all that. By the way, you can also sell these products here too, by the way. Okay, we'll pick up another load of boards. Might as well fill the truck right up because the other place, I believe it was Kellogg's, needed boards as well. I think I got thrown off here a little bit by the fact that we got 50,000 paper. Well, not quite 50,000 paper there. And by the way, someone was asking how many times we've replanted the trees on this map. As far as I know, folks, I think it's been twice. I've done a bit of plant myself at 3 miles per hour. Kind of a joke here on the server, by the way, because that is the speed you have to go with that planter, unfortunately. Real exciting task there. Set up your GPS mod, set up a width you want, and yeah, sit there for a bit at 3 miles per hour. Okay, now can I fill up the trailer from this place here? I've never tried this. Not from this one, anyway. Like I gotta pull in here from the looks of it. Again, for those of you not familiar with Pleasant Valley Rivers, the way you can make boards is 2 ways. You can make them from the factories that are over there on the other side of the plant here, or you can make them at the Cogent factory itself here from wood chips. So if we open up Cogent, you can see here it is making boards. That is the boards that are listed here for this place. The boards at the other factories over there are not listed. I don't think they're in this menu at all that I know of. If they are, I'm not sure where they would be. I don't think they're on here that I know of. Same goes for the blocks, the pallet factory, and the charcoal factory. Now we still got just a little under 100,000 boards in storage there yet. That is that building over here. And we'll take another 50,000. So yeah, it looks like we have more than enough boards to finish up both of those factories. We'll need about another 150,000. So we got 100,000 here, and we got just about 100,000 over in storage yet. Plus, that doesn't count whatever's over in the factories over there. There might be more. There might be more over here. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look. Okay, now to get out of here. Oh, hopefully we can sneak through here. Yeah, looks like we can. Okay, and back from the way we came. Okay, and back to the comments here. Trent was asking, can I use the in-game 9230 combine to harvest soybeans? Or do I have to use a modded one? The 9230 would be the case combine, for those you're wondering. And no, you can use the case combine to harvest soybeans. You do not need a modded one. What you will need is the multi-fruit mods, so that it will enable the in-game combines to harvest soybeans. Okay, and you do have to be a little bit careful going over the hill here. I've gone over this one a bit fast a few times and ended up in the tree on that side before. Quite the drop off there. Randy was asking, does anyone happen to know where the water refill point is on Oklahoma? It's between the cow barn and the beef barn. There's like a little water trough there with a water spout. That is where the water refill point is on that map. For those of you, I know someone's asked before where it is on this map. There's actually multiple water refill locations. There's actually one right in front of us here, that water-looking tower. Kind of a funny-looking water tower, but that's what it is. So there's supposed to be, I believe, 6 of those on this map. We got 6 water towers, plus there's Kellogg water plant, which is over that way somewhere. Don't think it's actually listed on the map. No, it doesn't look like it is. And I'm not exactly sure where all the water towers are either. Pretty much just drive around, you see them sticking up. I don't know if we can see any more from here or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like you see any more from here. I know there's one up by, kind of by the GPC there. I know there's one up in that region. Okay, we got 50,000 there. That should do it for the boards, I believe, right? Let's double check. No, okay. Was it the other one I brought the boards to? Oh, okay, yep. So that one needs another 50,000 boards in. Okay. It's probably actually kind of a good thing in a way. Bring a little bit to each place. That way both places start being built. So yeah, we'll go back, get another load. So yeah, it'll be one more full load, and then we'll have to have one trailer, so 50,000. Joe was saying, great video, keep it up, thank you very much. Mike was asking, do a Farming Simulator 16 video on multiplayer, can I join you? No, folks, I will not be doing Farming Simulator 16 multiplayer. If you folks want to join me multiplayer, you'll have to do it Farming Simulator 15. We obviously have the Farming Simulator 15 multiplayer server here. Again, anybody who wants to join is welcome to join. The mods you need are in the description below. I know it's been a couple episodes since I mentioned that, so probably a good time to mention it here again. I do get asked about that every now and then. So yes, the mods you need to join the server, by the way, folks, are in the description below. And there are 2 links. The first link should download all the mods you need to join the server. The second link will let you download the mods individually. So if you need like 1 or 2 mods, you can use that link and download whatever mods you are missing that you need. Also had a couple comments from the Oklahoma map there. Folks are saying I should have tedded the clover there, and I would have gotten grass bales. Not sure what difference that would have made, but that is possible with the way the farming simulator works. That is possible you would have gotten grass bales. I'm not sure on that. Like I said, it seems a little odd, but definitely possible. Also had a couple people comment and say I should have had the add bale type mod. I think I actually have that mod. I'll have to double check. Maybe I don't. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually have that mod. So yeah, apparently for some reason I get straw bales when I bale clover. We'll have to see what happens when we do alfalfa next. Probably be a few episodes before we get to that. We're going to start on Field 6 next on Oklahoma. That will be the big one, folks. Field 6. And we're going to be renting a few combines. Haven't really decided how many yet. I'm kind of debating maybe a few more than 2, but I don't know. We'll see once. Phantom Gaming was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. This is the resin fill point, by the way, for those of you wondering what that one is. And you will need a tanker trailer for that. Corey insists I please get a TeamSpeak semi-trailer. I might actually have it. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that one, but he wants to see one of those trailers. Looks very similar, at least in my opinion, to a Wilson grain trailer. Not much difference. Although I would say probably the Wilson grain trailers maybe look a little better. A little bit higher res on the textures. And our last 50,000 boards there. Now that Cogent should be producing boards here again. Oh, it's, well... No, it's not producing boards. Okay, someone stopped production. That's probably just as well. I don't think we need any more boards. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we do somewhere, but he should be the last of the factories, I believe. So yeah, once we get these factories built, I don't think we need any more boards that I know of. And yeah, we currently have enough boards. Actually, there might even be more boards, folks. Let's double check here. If we go down to the warehouses, we obviously got the storage here. We got storage for, is it goods? Oh, 335,000 cut wood. My goodness. Is there not wood here? Okay, we got cut wood. Maybe there's no boards. Is there no boards? I thought there was boards here. Maybe not. We got blocks. Is it under a different one? No, I don't think so. It'd be under goods, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm missing, I don't see any boards here. So maybe we don't have any boards. I was thinking there was boards in this storage location as well. Maybe not. Ross was saying on Field 6 on Oklahoma, it took a good 5 hours to harvest with 3 case combines. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to take, folks, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do the videos on that. I'm still thinking about that. If you folks have any good suggestions on how to do a video on harvesting Field 6. Because obviously we could stretch them videos out quite a bit, because I'm sure it's going to take a while. I'm thinking maybe like a couple high-speed or maybe like one high-speed video. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Nick was saying, new to the channel, loving the videos. Thank you very much for that. Nathan was asking, can you please get the John Deere 8220 from American Eagle Modding? I actually have the John Deere 8220. Probably going to use that on Oklahoma at some point. At least that's the plan anyway. Here's a comment from LOL Leaf was saying, I had the same problem with clover on that map making straw bales, but it worked fine after I tedded it. So Worth noting, I've had a couple people say that now I should have tedded the clover, and then I would have got grass bales. Like I said, folks, again, what difference does it make if I... And let's dump the load here so this place is done. What difference does it make if I do tedded versus untedded? It should still produce the same thing. Just obviously maybe a little bit drier. Okay, that should be full then. Let me double check here a moment. Yep, boards are all set. Worth noting, folks, you can probably actually put more boards in here. You do not want to do that, though, because it will just waste them. And I don't think I've ever actually tried with boards putting extra in, but I know a lot of the other materials you can put extra in. You know, not really a big deal like sand or gravel or anything like that. Who cares, right? But some of the more produced products, you probably are not going to want to waste them like that. So, worth noting, folks, if you do have extra, I'm pretty sure it will take it. And it will probably just, you know, void it. It doesn't actually do any good, so... Okay, let's see what's here. Ooh, I might not be able to make this turn. Let's find out if it's going to work. Oh, it will. Okay, excellent. Joseph was saying you need to use the multi-mowing mod. I definitely do have the multi-mowing mod. I do have that one. I think it was actually one of the recommended ones with that map, if I remember correctly. Oh, we're jackknifing again. That is one thing when you pull two trailers like this. It is really easy to jackknife this trailer. This tractor and trailer setup. It's even easier. I don't know if you folks seen it, when we have a triple setup up by Cogent as well. Even easier to jackknife that setup. Carson was asking, how did you get the John Deere 4440 to connect to implements? Mine does not allow a connection to implements. The 4440, for those of you not familiar with that tractor, does not, at least in this game anyway, have a 3-point hitch. So any implements that have a 3-point hitch, and I know a lot of the in-game ones do for some reason, you will not be able to connect to them. So anything that actually has just a normal hitch style should work fine. I'm not sure, actually, you know what? I'm not sure, folks, if it'll work with a higher hitch type or not. You got the more European style hitch. Not sure if that will work. But yeah, definitely does not have a 3-point hitch. Also worth noting, those 9620Rs do not have 3-point hitches either. The John Deere 9620, they do not have 3-point hitches. A little bit disappointing in my opinion, and here's the reason why, folks. It's because a lot of in-game equipment requires a 3-point hitch or the higher hitch. One of the two. So I always find it a bit annoying. I know it may be somewhat realistic, the fact that a 9620 does not have a 3-point hitch. But for the implements that are in the game, it's kind of nice to actually have a 3-point hitch because those implements require it. So it really limits you on the implements you can use. That's just my opinion on that one, folks. But anyway. Derek was saying, I love all your mods. Thank you very much for that. Pig Hot was asking, will the Farming Simulator steering wheel work in Farming Simulator 17? Well, folks, I would certainly think so. We'll have to find out, I guess, but I'm pretty sure Farming Simulator will make it so it works in Farming Simulator 17. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they come out with like a version 2 of the steering wheel at some point. That looks like they're doing pretty good. Actually, you know what? I got to be over in this shed, don't I? For some reason, I was thinking the cut wood one here. It seems like they're doing pretty good with that steering wheel, so it wouldn't surprise me if they come out with another version of it at some point. I don't know what they'd add to it, but wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, folks, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. We'll wrap up the episode here. And thanks for watching, and till next time, folks.